All right, Mr. Taliaferro, how's everybody doing out there? As we close in on a year since Mac Miller was found in his Studio City home, unresponsive and dead, we now have a little more clarity, and we might have an end to this case as details kind of unravel themselves via TMZ. We obviously understood that Mac Miller overdosed from alcohol, cocaine, and fentanyl. If you listen to some of Mac Miller's friends, they talk about how we all knew he was on drugs. We all knew he was coping with certain things with drugs. You even listen to Wiz Khalifa, who was a friend of Mac Miller's for quite some time. They even did a tour together. Wiz Khalifa said, I cut Mac Miller's off because I couldn't get through to him as a friend. If he's not listening to me and I'm seeing my friend do harmful things to himself, I'm gonna cut him off. Now here's the report via TMZ about a man that goes by the name of Cameron James Pettit. He's 28 years old and he was just arrested. According to the court documents, though prosecutors can't say this verbatim, it seems like this drug dealer Cameron Pettit set Mac Miller up. It looks like Mac Miller reached out to Pettit for some drugs. Reportedly he wanted some perks, maybe something more a little stronger, but definitely some Percocets. And Pettit didn't get back to Mac Miller immediately. So Mac reached out to a madam who reportedly is close to Pettit. He's like, yo, I need my drugs. I'm summarizing here. And the madam ended up getting a prostitute to deliver the drugs to Mac Miller. Now, reportedly, the prostitute gave him a clean batch of drugs. He had some pure oxy, some hydrocodone, some amphetamine, some Xannies, and coke. So that was all clean. But as he got the batch of drugs from this prostitute, the main guy, the big time drug dealer Pettit, finally hit Mac Miller back, and he sent over some drugs as well. So Mac had 2 different packages of drugs delivered to him 2 days before his death. But with Pettit's supply, reportedly, he gave Mac Miller fentanyl-laced oxy pills, coke, and Xannies. Now, you could look at this a couple different ways. Maybe Pettit was trying to get over on Mac Miller financially by giving him some cheap fentanyl-laced product. Or maybe this was part of a bigger plan to set Mac Miller up. You kind of take that with which way you want to go with it. In the court documents, they show Pettit knew his days as a free man were numbered. Right after Mac's death, law enforcement officials have actually gotten their hands on some Instagram DMs between Pettit, this alleged drug dealer, and some of Mac Miller's friends. And in the DMs, Pettit is flat-footed saying, quote, just to be smart, quote, I probably shouldn't post anything about Mac Miller's death. No reaction. He went on to say, I am not in a great spot. He DM'd somebody saying, most likely I'm gonna die in jail. So obviously this drug dealer knew he had a big part in Mac's death. Now you can take where you want to go with it. Do you believe this dude set Mac Miller up in regards to trying to get over him on money, or just trying to kill Mac Miller? Again, rest in peace to Mac Miller. But it looks like the person who sold him that bad coke will do a significant amount of time in prison. I thank you guys so much for the time. Let's put it on. Take it for granted. Salute. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids, they tuned in.
We locked in right now, Mr.
Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro.
Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You watching Mr. Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV.